Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we have episode 15, episode 1 of season 2. Check out the last video for a recap of our off season and just a little bit of the ending of the season as well, signing of the free agents. You obviously some new guys here in this episode. We'll have cover a few of them. We may even player lock as one, but we're gonna get into opening day and play the Angels on opening day. It's in LA, so unfortunately we don't get the White Sox fan a home opening day this year, but we get to see some of our new additions this year, and I'm so excited. So the lineups are set, the rotation is filled out, and we are ready to get into it. Opening day, here we go, baby. I'm so excited to get into the second season so far, and hopefully we'll be able to get a win here against the Angels. Not sure who their additions are in the offseason, but hopefully we will be able to capitalize on a weaker opponent and take a win. Opening day is always the best time of the year. Everybody's super excited for baseball to be back. Stadiums are always packed. No matter if your team sucks year over year, you're going to be hopeful and optimistic. Oh, wow. Yeah, Max Fried is who they signed. So we'll be facing Max Fried, formerly of the Braves, here in LA, baby. So they made a few additions. I think they also signed Shane Bieber from the Indians. And I'm sorry, not Indians, the Guardians. A little old for the naming convention there. As Max Fried sits down Benintendi on a fastball up and in. As Colson Montgomery gets his first opening day start here against the Angels. I'm so excited to see what he can produce for us this year. I mean, last year it wasn't, if you remember episode, I think 13, he did not produce at all. He went like 0 for, oh man, 0 for like 12 to start the season. And then he kind of brought it back. I think he had around a 200 average towards the end of the year, but that's something we need to improve on for sure going into this year. Foul another one off. Now that up and in fastball has definitely been one of our kryptonites. And there it is in. But it's been one of our kryptonites. That and the splitter. The splitter last year kicked my butt all year long. I just don't understand it. And here's our first edition of the offseason. Gleyber Torres as we swing and a miss on a fastball in the middle of the zone. But Gleyber Torres was one of our big additions in the offseason. Actually, our biggest addition. He's the highest overall that we brought in. He's the second highest overall on our team, right behind Luis Robert Jr. So I'm super excited for him to take the field. He is at second base. I was on the fence about even bringing him in originally just because we do have Jacob Gonzalez there. But I still think he might be a few years away before he is developed enough. He's only like 68 overall. He does have A potential though, so maybe he'll get there quick. But I feel like we definitely need to see a little bit more out of him before we give him a full-time spot here in the roster. So that's why we brought in Gleyber Torres to man that second base spot. He's also a really good player. So, you know, two birds, one stone. As we get a pop-up into center field, or left field, the left fielder will make that play. So he calls off Mike Trout, and that'll be 3 up, 3 down for the White Sox. And here's the man of the bullpen, or the rotation, sorry, our best starter, Garrett Crochet. Didn't have a great year last year, but we also couldn't put runs up on the board, so I'm not too worried about that. 1.43 whip, which is good, and a sub-4 ERA, which is extremely good. 23% strike rate, and about a 12% walk rate. Really can't ask for much more than that. Obviously, you want more wins, but I mean, with how our team performed last year, it wasn't really his fault per se. As Colt Montgomery gets his first put out of the season, and we're off to a good start here with 1 away. Man, I'm just so excited to see what this team can be producing. This year is going to be definitely our expectations aren't too high. With how weak the division is year over year, I definitely think we can finish in the top 3 like that. We dived way too early. Finish top 3 is definitely the 4 for us. I feel like we definitely made the additions we need to be that, you know, top 3 team. But I also could see us, winning the division with just how weak it is every year. So, that's kind of the range for us. Now, would we get a wild card spot if we don't win the division? I don't know. Probably not. I don't think we're that strong necessarily, as Torres isn't able to make the play, but they're not going to send the runner to third, so there'll be bases or runners on first and second. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know if we'll be able to get the wild card spot. I don't know if that is our ceiling. If we don't win the division, as he runs it up in 99 to get a swinging strike. Oh no, get there, and that's going to be a run score on the blue pit. Oh my goodness. They're teeing that slider up. And that is just a heck of a way to start the season with the blue pit run scored there. Hate to see it. He's pitched 24 pitches today, so he's definitely not going to go full game. But he gets a strikeout there. Thank God he's able to capitalize there as Rengifo gets a little blooper over the second base. As Robert comes up to bat, he needs to destroy a ball right here. I need to see a lot more out of him this year, because last year was just a miserable, miserable year for him. He just wasn't really able to get anything going. Around a 240 average all year. His OPS was around 720 and whatnot, so it's not terrible per se, but just not all-star level like he needs to be performing at. And here's another addition to the lineup. Teoscar Hernandez played for the Dodgers last year on that one-year deal as he comes to us at, I think, age 33 or 32. He's a good player. Definitely fills in that left field spot very well. I think he's the fourth. We have the fourth rated left fielder spot. Oh my goodness, as a fastball up, beats us yet again. Yeah, he definitely fills in that left spot. Has a little bit better feeling than Jimenez did. So I think he fills out pretty well. And then his hitting's also, very competitive. So I'm glad to see him on the roster. And that's two big additions to our roster this year. And I think that's all. Yeah. We added a pitcher and then two relief pitchers. Obviously, you can see that recap in the last video. But I'm so excited to get a call there. I'm so excited for this year. I think we can really do some damage. I haven't started the year off well, down 1-0. But, it's only the second inning, long season. Still 161 games ahead of us. Hopefully more. Hopefully we make it to the playoffs. But at a minimum, we'll get 161 more to do some damage. As a pop-up here in the foul territory should get us out of the inning. And I lied. We have one more addition. Jansen, I forgot about him. But we had 3 additions in the lineup. 3 additions in the bullpen and the rotation. But after the ground out by Nito, Jansen was able to get the put out there in foul territory to end the inning as Vaughn gets a good rip at it. Good timing. Just unable to really produce anything. 94 off the bat. Not a bad swing. Just sometimes you just get unlucky. Again, another high fastball. I promise that with timing only, it's impossible to hit a high fastball consistently. Like, I don't think actual real MLB players struggle that much with hitting a high fastball. Ooh, as Jansen gets a good rip. And that'll be deep to left field. But that stays in the park as the left fielder makes the play. Oh, the way that the crowd reacted, it seemed like it was going to take a little bit more distance into the stands. But unfortunately, we're able to get a home run there. As we will wrap back around to the top of the order here. The bottom of the third. That's a good rip. Oh, I don't know why he stopped. I barely took my finger off the thing, and he just completely came to a halt. As they get a good hit on that, but we are able to put him away with the line out to center field. Ooh, that'll be a broken back, little dribbler to the pitcher, and he's able to make the play. That's 2 down. And now we got to fake Mike Trout. Oh, and Hernandez is not going to be able to make that play. No, that'll be a ground rule double. Mike Trout is going to go down as the best player in the history of baseball, and it's going to be another rip into left field. It's going to be another ground rule double, and then they're going to score a run. Oh my gosh, Logan Hoppy, the former top prospect. I don't know if he was #1, but he was in the top 100. As we get a strikeout there, I didn't realize we had 2 strikeouts. But man, oh man, that slider's getting beat up today. We've thrown it a few times, and last year was pretty dominant, but this year has not really done much for us to start the season. And we're just not able to really. I mean, we're placing it fairly well, but they're just able to tee it up. Not sure if the lateral movement just isn't there for us. Maybe they're just, maybe they practiced really hard on sliders last year. But hopefully we can pick it back up. Hopefully we can get some runs back. We're only down 2, so hopefully, it's not too much of a lead. But with the way Max Free can pitch, might be a tough 2 to get back.
3-2.
Oh yeah, but Mike Trout, he's going to be the best player of all time. I think by WAR, he will be. He's just, I mean, he's so insane. Just how the longevity of how good he is. He's been consistent every single year as we were issued a walk. He's just, I mean, he is the prodigal son. I think he is the LeBron James of our age, but he's just not marketed as such. Because I mean, as a person, he's just not that outgoing, I guess. But if they wanted to, they could market him as a LeBron James-esque player. He's just so good at what he does. Day in and day out as we get a rip down the third base line, and hopefully that'll be safe at second. And that'll be a no play, no out infield single for Colson Montgomery as he gets his first hit of the season. I have a little better luck with him this year than we did last year, thankfully. As Gleyber Torres has a big opportunity here to take a good rip and drive in 2, hopefully 3 if he can hit a home run here. But the Angel Stadium is definitely a pitcher's park as we pop one up into foul territory. And that is half the reason why Mike Trout has so much WAR is because this is a pitcher park, and hitting home runs at pitcher's parks as a hitter is super, super beneficial for you and gives you a lot of WAR because, wins above replacements. Not many people are going to do that as we ground out into a... I thought that was going to be a triple play. Oh my gosh, I didn't realize he was going to tag him. It's a double play, interesting double play. Third baseman tag out to a first baseman put out. As Gleyber Torres was not able to capitalize on that big, big moment there. Hopefully Robert can get us one back. Again, we need to see a lot of him this year, a lot out of him this year. I would love to see him hit around 280 and get that OPS around 850 to 900. That's, all-star levels, I would think. I mean, 900 plus, you're going to be a superstar caliber player. 1,000 plus is just a, it's another high fastball. Doesn't produce anything for us. If you're at 1,000 or over 1,000, you are a generational player. I mean, that's near impossible to get 1,000 OPS nowadays with just how dominant pitchers can be. And then 800 plus, you're a good player every day. 700 plus, you can be in the lineup for sure, but you're not going to be top player on any lineup. Hopefully not. If you're a top player on your top player on a lineup is hitting 700 OPS, you definitely need to reconsider how you structure your lineup. And then below that, it's kind of just like, you're either in a lineup because you're really good at fielding, you're filling in for somebody for some day, somebody's injured, something like that. So we definitely need him to perform way better than the 720-ish OPS he was last year. That just wasn't competitive, wasn't really doing it for us. So we'll look to see what he can do. Crochet is already at 71 pitches, and we're not even through the 4th inning yet. He probably, oh man, I would hate to take him out after 4 innings, but at the end of the day, like, he's already down 2, not in the situation to win. I don't want to burn him out at the beginning of the season. I would hate for him to get injured because that is feasible. If you run the pitcher too long, they will get injured very easily. As we strike out Urias here. This is only 3rd strikeout of the day. So I mean, if you look at inning case per inning, it's not terrible. But definitely love to see more against the Angels especially. They don't really have, one good player it seems. But they've been getting these blue pits, and it's really kind of ticking me off, man. 2 hits there, just like right behind the infielders. Just barely put into play, 60 mile per hour exit velocity. Just not really competitive pitches, but they're getting down. As he runs on it, that will be out number 3 as Jansen is able to gun him down from behind the plate. And we'll take a look at it here. He got a good jump, it seemed like, and he almost was able to, but a perfect throw gets him out mere inches before he's able to be called safe. Love that out of the guy behind the plate. Great performance already as his first day as a White Sox. First game, not first day as a White Sox. as we're issued a leadoff walk here. We're going to try to get somebody up here, probably. Hopefully, we don't ground to double play, but in a second, we're probably going to get somebody up in the bullpen warming up just in case. If we do take the lead here, I'll probably have him go the full 5 innings just to try to get him that win to start the season. But if not, we'll probably sub him out just because we don't want him to get worried. We're going to definitely limit his pitches to start the season. That's a good rip from Teoscar Hernandez, a little late. That will be another fly out into the outfield. As we're warming up Andrew Chafin, whatever you want to call it, in the bullpen, one of our 2 additions in the bullpen from the offseason. So I'm excited to see how he can perform. Good lefty, kind of old, 36-ish years old, 34. I think he's 34 years old. So definitely has some age soon, but he's good, 77 overall. Not a bad pitcher by any means. Hopefully he'll keep us in games and stuff like that. But today he's going to be utilized just as a bridge guy to hopefully get up into the 7th inning. Probably he's going to get us through the 5th and 6th. Oh, okay. Ooh, I thought that came back in the zone, but we get another walk here. 2 walks after a fly out, or 1 walk, fly out, and another walk, as Moncada has a chance with a runner in scoring position to get us back on the board. And I was talking about Fried earlier being a pretty good dominant guy, but I mean he has been 5. Whoa, so early. He has been dominant, don't get me wrong on that, but throwing 90 pitches to get through 5 or 4 2/3 is not what you want to see out of your ace. Oh my gosh, there's a circle change. Puts us out for the inning, and that'll be 5 scoreless for Fried. We're at 82. We're gonna let Crochet go another few. As we're ready and waiting, Chafin, just in case. We get a strikeout number 4. A backwards K, because you never want to strike out looking. Sometimes you just get fooled up there. As another back-to-back strikeouts here. We'll be 2 down in the 5th, and I think we're going to keep Crochet pushing. So we're going to sit down Chafin. Oh my God, I don't know why I did that. Oh, I love that. So we took out Crochet on accident. But honestly, at the end of the day, not that big of a deal. He was up there 90 pitches. We definitely wanted to limit him starting the season off. As we get a little dribbler here to the second base, and that'll be the end of the inning. So yeah, unfortunate click of the controller. But at the end of the day, I think it's not a terrible decision to get him out. That's a nice little not even nice, it's a good timing there. To first base will be out number 1, as Fried is up to 101 pitches already. As Montgomery gets a good swing on it, but again, just another ground out to an infielder will be out number 2. I need Torres to do something. We didn't sign you for you to go 0-for-2 on opening day. I need you to hit a deep homer just to center field. Just over the top of everybody. No doubter. I need it. We need it. Take a walk. Not terrible. As Robert will come up. Why do I swing at that? I don't understand why I swing at that. It might be the camera angle, but we gotta get there. Trout's fast. All right, out number 1. But yeah, I think it's this either the camera angle or just one. I could be bad, but the those pitches that just like drop, like the changeups, splitter's really bad because it's fast too. But yeah, they just drop straight down the middle of the zone. It's like, damn, I can't see that. Has another bloop hit. Like that's the 3rd bloop hit they've got today. Just like sub 70 miles per hour, just over the head, just a little. Oh my goodness. We're trying to do a hit and run action here on us. His delivery he has a very elongated arm delivery, so it definitely looks kind of funky coming out of his hands. He was definitely used early on in Diamond Dynasty this year because he's pretty good. I think he was a captain card or something, but he has a really funky delivery, so definitely can fool people up. At least in an IRL people. People, computers don't get filled up. Which is definitely something I think they should consider, like an implied, as we get a nice little turn double play to get out of the inning, but like an implied, I don't know. Oh my gosh, they have Max Fried has 114 pitches and he's still in the game. Like an implied difficulty on deliveries. Like if a pitcher is coming from a sub hit like delivery or a really weird full extension delivery, they should get a couple bonus points to their. Jeez Louise, another ground out. Bonus points to like their hits per 9 or something, or just like the CPU should have more of a difficult time because it definitely screws with like real life players. So it'd be interesting to see as they're going Max Fried 120 pitches. I don't think it's worth it necessarily. I mean, it's only a 2-0 ball game, and an opening day shutout at 160 pitches is not what you're looking for. As we get a call there, that should have been strike 3, but they gave it to us. I'm not upset by any means. Oh, as our Hernandez turns on one, and that'll be back. And that'll be over the head of the left fielder as we're going to take a stop at second base, and that will be our first. Was that a double of the day? First double of the day? It'll be Teoscar Fernandez's first hit as a White Sox. As he got one up in the zone there, as they're going to retire Fried finally. Now we're trying to kill that man out there. As the Wants with the 4-seam cutter, slurve, and circle change comes up to relieve. Oof. Slurve got a little bit of movement to it. We need Vaughn to come up with a big hit here. Oh, why did I? Oh, I guess so in my own head. Like, I'm not this bad, I swear. I just don't understand why I can't lay off that. We could have gotten a walk there, had 2 on, 1 out. Ugh, just tough scenes. And like that one, you have to swing at it. And it's also just like switching back between players and their different heights and stuff. The strike zone varies a little bit. But man, as that circle change screws us once again. Oh, and that's the out of the inning as we get a leadoff double and we aren't able to do anything with it. Typical. Maybe the White Sox just need to get rid of me. Maybe that's what's holding back is my gameplay. As the another bloop hit, 4th of the day, I think. Just, oh my, it's so frustrating. Like, they are not putting good wood on the ball, and they're still just getting benefit for it. Oh my god, and that one, of course, is actually a good hit. I'm so frustrated. You gotta get the ball in. It's not there. I'm so frustrated. That stupid blue pit, man. Just like that, that's what's gonna score on the run here. Lovely. Simply lovely. Just like I know baseball is a game of just put it where they aren't. And sometimes you just get lucky. It's better to be lucky than good sometimes. But man, oh man, but I hope they aren't lucky anymore. We're not getting that benefit. All of our hits are ropes, or all of our contact is ropes to freaking outfielders. We're going to get Schaff and try to get him through the inning here. And then we'll probably bring up, I'm not sure who we'll bring up next inning. Definitely depends on who. Definitely depends on if we get any hits or anything. Or not hits, runs. Hits don't matter. We have a ton of hits today. And then, of course, they want to foul off every single thing known to man. Is that? No, please. As Hernandez makes the play. If that would have been another blue hit. Oh, my goodness. Oh, gosh. Oh, my goodness. Get me out of the game, please. Schaff, you're going to have to ride yourself through this, man. You're going to have to get out of here yourself. I'm not relieving you. No way. As we dive, is Torres able to save a hit there up the middle? Great defensive play by Torres. But unfortunately, oh, they're going to give Torres the play of the inning? No shot. They just hit a home run. They have 10 hits. 5 of them are bloopers. Let's be serious, guys. Come on. That's a strikeout looking. Sits Jansen down. So he'll be 0 for 2. 0 for 3. I think 0 for 2. He had a walk earlier, I do believe. But that's lovely. We're just not really able to do anything on opening day here. As Jose Soriano doesn't throw terribly fast. Or actually, JK, he has a 101 mile per hour fastball. Throws fast, and his balls move like crazy. Some of his pitches have had like 16 inches of run on it. Like that pitch. That looked like it was way in the zone. And then it's on the black. Jeez. All right, Montgomery. Show us something. Let's do something here. 1 for 3 today. Let's make it 2 for 4. That was a pitch to do something with. Just not able to. It's barely early, which is good for a pitch inside. That's what you kind of want. A little bit early on it. It's not able to do anything. A little bit over it. Oh, and then we swing at that. Jeez Louise, man. This has probably been my most horrendous game, and we didn't warm anybody up. I'm going to slam my head into the table. I actually think I'm going to do that. We're going to put Kopech. No, we're not. We're going to try to get around Trout. And then try to put Kopech in. Which might be a horrid decision, but we're already down 5 runs, so who cares? What's another run? Ooh, as Schaffen gets a strikeout on Trout. As Kopech's a little warm, we're going to put him in the game against Hoppy here. Jesus. Oh, no, I thought he got it. I hate Kopech. I don't know what it is. He should be good, but I cannot perform with him. I have not been able to perform with him in the last 2 years, and we freaking re-signed him this year. I gave him a chance, and he just screwed it. Screwed us. Like, I don't even think that was a bad pitch that I pitched. I was a little in the zone, but geez, he just gets taken yards so often. And it's just like, I don't get it. I mean, some pitches should be taken, and I get it. Like, if it's middle, yeah, that's my fault. But, like, some of them will be on the black, and he just gets taken as he strikes one out there. As they're up 6-0, as Hoppy gets a run for them in the top of the 8th, or bottom of the 8th. As we go to the top of the 9th, last chance to do anything. It will be the heart of our order, 3, 4, 5. So maybe we can make something happen, keep us from being scoreless. As we swing on there, but it does get past Hoppy there, but he's able to throw us out anyways because Torres is so slow. And you just hate to see it. And that's his 3rd strikeout, and I think 4 outs. So, just killing it here today. No, he did not swing, man. God bless. Get us out of this game. And now I'm here. I'm here in freaking fancy outfield. Say swing. That's a strike. Like, God bless. I'm getting freaking tilted by fans in a video game. Ugh. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. I'm being so serious. I'm never going to be able to hit a freaking up in the zone fastball. It's just not possible. Like, doesn't matter how good I time it up. They're going to swing and miss it. As we get a little dribbler into second baseman's glove, but it did result in a hit regardless. As that slurve gets us again. Jose Soriano's pretty good. So the Angels, who I was crapping on earlier in the game, or early in the video, take a 6-0 win on us. 11 hits. 5 of those are bloopers. Oh, man, I'm just so irritated. We had 5 left, or 6 left on base with that last hit there, but I'm so frustrated with that whole situation. Just 5 hit bloopers, just not great. As Crochet gets the loss. 4.2, 5 strikeouts, 3.86 ERA. So not a terrible ERA to start the year, but you didn't want him to start at 3.86 with only 4.2 innings. Oh, geez Louise. So after that miserable outing against the Angels, we're going to jump right back into it with Jack Flaherty. He's our newest pitcher addition, starting pitcher addition from free agency. So we're going to give him a chance to give him a go in a player lock scenario. And that should wrap things up for this video. And the next time we'll probably get into, I'm not sure exactly what we'll get into, but it'll probably be something associated with the new players and or some of the newest rookies. I was going to say freshmen. Some of the newest rookies this year. As we get a first pitch pop up, that'll be the out. First out of the game. Heck of a way to start here against the Angels. And Flattery's first game as a White Sox. Can't ask for much more. One pitch, one out. Flattery was a big addition this season and offseason. Our pitching was definitely one of our biggest things that we're missing so far. We still need to improve it a little bit. We have, I think 4 of our starters are in the mid to low 70s. So not really want to see if you're going to be a contending team every year. We do have our ace, Crochet, that leads the rotation, but we still need a number 2 guy and possibly a number 3. I wouldn't hate Flattery if he can work up to the low 80s, be our number 2 or 3, and then bring in another person as we issue a walk. I would have called that a strike, but they don't pay me to be an umpire, I guess. But yeah, Flattery, if he can work up to the low 80s, definitely be a number 3 option for us. And then sign a number 2, a little bit, 85, hopefully around that number. That would be good for us, and we would be able to really compete as we get a ground out here. That should be a double play, and it will be. As Flattery completes his first inning as a White Sox, 3 up, 3 down, a little unconventionally, but can't complain about a ground out double play to end the inning. But yeah, we need to sign one more starter pitcher probably next offseason to really give us a nice rounded rotation. You're looking to have 3 guys. If you're going to be a competing team for any title or any playoff series, you need 3 guys that can really give you, 6 to 7 good innings out of the gate, and then from there you need to have a decent rotation. 3 or 4 more guys there, and then a solid closer. I think we have our solid closer. We have a couple of relievers that can do it for us. If Kopech ever gets his head out of his keister, we should have a 3rd guy there. He's pretty good. He's just, when we pitch with him, he just gives up home runs left and right, and that's just not going to do it, especially coming playoff time. So we'll have to see there. We'll probably look to sign one more person in rotation as we strike out Hoppy, as he was 1,000 for hitting through one day. But fortunately for us, we do get to strike out. But yeah, we're looking to, maybe we'll develop somebody as a relief pitcher, or one of our starters may move to there, depending on how they progress. Drew Thorpe, I would love to see him in the starting row, but with Noah Schultz and Jairo Uriarte waiting in the wings, and they're a little bit younger there, might not be too feasible to have him in the starting lineup going forward. But we'll see. We'll play that out, probably in a year or two's time when all 3 of those guys be up. And who knows, maybe Drew Thorpe might progress insanely well and be our number 2 guy, or 3 guys. We get another strikeout after the double with 1 out in the inning. And now we're just 1 out away as we get a called strike 1. So it'll be exciting to see how Drew Thorpe progresses so far. I think he can be a good pitcher. But again, he is a little older. I think he's 25 already. As they get a little tapper as we're going to round the plate. Oh, Teoscar Hernandez, does he have an arm? No, he throws it way off, and that'll be a 1-0 ball game. As the Angels take the early lead here in the 2nd. I thought we were in the 3rd. Not even 3rd inning yet. So you get another rip to second base as Gleyber Torres is able to make the put out. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see the next few years. I don't foresee us playing in the World Series this year. We didn't really sign the right pieces per se to make a deep playoff run. Again, pitching being the most outstanding of those. But maybe a wild card spot is pretty feasible for us, but also depends on how our division does. I mean, last year we had 2 teams barely finish above 500. So if that's the case, we're definitely not going to get a wild card spot because the AL East. The AL East, is it the AL? I think it's the AL. It's always dominant. It always has 2 or 3 teams that are going to give you around 90 wins, and that's pretty much what will do it for the wild card spots. Obviously, you'll have another, but it'll be interesting to see come the end of the season. And Gio Urshela has fouled off about 15 pitches, it feels like, as he fouls off yet another former Yankees guy. Again, seems like, well, he's first of the year, but I think we checked in on him last year randomly throughout the year, and he was doing pretty well. So, those former Yankees, man, like I said last time, always have a good time after they leave New York for some odd reason. as he finally gets a rip. But that will be out number 3, as we still hold him to a 1-run lead. Hopefully the boys can put something on the board, and they are able to put 1 on the board as Robert hits an RBI single. He seems to be coming around so far start of this season. Oof. Trout's not intimidated by that inside pitch. Didn't even flinch a muscle. But Robert seems to be coming around so far this season. Start off last year, it was miserable start to the season. I think he's batting under 200 for well over a third of the year, and that's just not going to do it for a guy that's near 90 overall, and will probably one day be our highest player if we have a chance to sign him. I mean, we might not be able to even compete if he stays consistent. But yeah, I mean, I think he's already got. No, I mean, I guess yesterday was our first game, but I think he had a couple hits yesterday, and then. Oh no, that looks like a good homer, but it's not. Whew. The way he pimped it kind of made me feel like he was about to hit one over the wall, but yeah, we really need him to pick it up. He hasn't been dominant the last few years if you look back into real life, but we'll have to see, wait and see. I think we still have him this year, next year on contract, so if he has a good year this year, next year, we'll definitely have to pay him, and it'll be interesting to see if we have the money. Hopefully we can sign him to a contract before then. But I think you can only sign contract extensions to your players that are on their last year of the deals. As Flattery gets another strikeout. I think that's number 3 on the day. I mentioned when we picked him up that he's not going to be a guy that overpowers you with that fastball. Hangs around 95 miles per hour. And that's just not, in today's game at least, not going to really get it done in just terms of blowing it past you every 10 times. He's able to mix his pitches. He has a 5-pitch mix. Not sure how true that is in real life. I mean, I know he has at least 5, but sometimes pitchers have more than that don't throw incredibly fast. They throw a 6 or 7 pitch, but in the video game you can only throw 5. I think it would be incredibly cool to see a pitcher that could throw more, even if they only added like a 6-1, like you had to do L1 circle or something like that, or maybe like the D-pad or some way to do that. I think it'd be cool if they could throw 6 or 7 pitches. But he's not going to be able to overpower you with that fastball consistently. So he has to mix in his pitches. He's been, looking to be able to mix them around very well. He has a few strikeouts today. So we're just going to rely on him to be able to, hit his spots, which he missed it incredibly far there, but hit his spots and then work the off-speed, work breaking balls, work fastballs to really get around hitters here. Miss a lot of barrels. As he gets a rip down the left field line. Ooh, 103 off the bat. No elevation. That'll be a ground out halfway through the 5th here. That should be out number 3. As we have gone through 5 full innings. And the boys can pick up a run here. We'll be competing for that win today. And they are. Every time I say they're going to pick one up, Torres with a 2 home run bomb. But every time I say they're going to pick one up, or they should need to pick one up, it seems like they do. Maybe I just need to speak it into existence, manifest it. We're going to strike this guy out. If it works, it works. If he would have hit a home run there, that would actually been hilarious. Ooh, that was a weird little line out there to get an out. It looked like a little one-hopper or something. But whatever works. We were going to probably get that anyways. I think we're going to be able to make it to first base. Ooh, as he doesn't get the call. Some players not giving us things up in the zone today, it seems. But speaking of Flattery's pitch mix, the only thing I'd really change, I like everything. Only thing I would change would be the cutter to like a circle change or something. Just so, as he hung that slider and he's not able to capitalize. Only to be able to play off of it with the sinker. The cutter or sinker circle change combo seems to work really well as we blow another fastball by him. He's taking my comments to heart. It seems like it works out every time. He can't strike people out with fastball. I think all 4 of his strikeouts have been strikeouts with the fastball, so maybe it works for him. I think it has more to do with changing his speed, off-pitch mix, stuff like that. But I would give him a circle change just to be able to work that off the sinker. It seems to work pretty well. It's the same type of movement, down to the right. About 10 miles per hour different on the pitches. So really able to confuse the hitters most of the time. As we end the 6th here, up 2 runs. Not sure the pitch count. 74. Not a terrible amount of pitches today. So we have 6 full innings under our belt. Still competing for that win. Maybe if we can get to the 8th and get through it, we'll bring in our closer and hopefully work a save. We'd love to see an early season save here for the boys, as we were not able to capitalize yesterday on opening day, as we got absolutely torched. Still can't believe that we got torched like that, 6-0. I mean, they didn't pitch incredibly well. We just weren't able to do anything. They hit 5 Luke hits to really just screw us over. It seemed like every single time they were getting, it was like every other time they got a hit, it was just a little headler behind the infielders and just drop for a hit every single time. And again, sometimes it's better to be lucky than to be good, as we issued another walk here. We've only had a few runners on base. I think this is our 3rd runner on base. Oh, as that slider kind of hung itself. I think that's only the 3rd runner on base. We had that double early on. Did they get a hit after that? I think they had a double and a single. And then 2 walks, so, 4 runners. As he gets another rip here. It's going to be a line out, though. I thought that was going to get through the gap. Thankfully, Teoscar Hernandez is able to move over and get that, as we have 2 away here. 1 more batter and we will be through 7. As we are able to make it in 1 pitch. That'll be the end of the 7th with less than 90 pitches. Not to say we want. I don't want to go the full game, especially in this situation, as Montgomery hits a two hit RBI, or hit for 2 RBI single, and then I forgot who else scored. But we are up 6-1 now, so we got those 6 runs back from yesterday. If we could have had those yesterday, it would have been nice. But hopefully we can stay in the lead here to get the win, even up early in the season. I really wish they would have like a hey coach, I need to be pulled from this game button, a hook button, if you will, because right now it's just like he's just leaving us out there. We're up to 94 pitches and we're low on energy as is. It was a curveball in the zone, or up in the zone, not technically in the zone. It's a swinging strike 3. This one popped up, foul ground, first base side. As with that pop up in foul territory, that should be close to getting out 3 with less than 100 pitches. Hopefully we can work one quickly here. I swear I'm hitting that yellow zone, but it just doesn't want to give me that good timing. Ooh, as we get a looking strike 3, and that will be through 8. As no opportunity for the save here, as we ran it up too high, but they do bring in Joe Barlow, who hasn't pitched yet this season, but last season had a decent year. Sub 3 RA, sub 1.4 whip, only 24 out of 25 innings, so not too many innings worked. But we were able to get through 8 full innings, as Flattery gets his first win as a White Sox. An extremely, extremely good performance there. Super excited about what's to come with him. As Gleyber Torres goes 3 for 4 with a home run and a double. So good performance out of him. Teoscar Hernandez 3 for 5, 2 doubles, 3 runs. Jansen 3 for 4. And then Fletcher 0 for 4 with a base on balls. Like, that's who our 4th notable player is. Interesting. Shane Bieber didn't have a terrible day. 6 innings, 3 earned. 7 hits, 5 strikeouts, no walks. But we were just able to keep them scoreless after the 3rd or 2nd inning. So super, super good performance from Flattery. And that's why we signed him. We saw what he could do, and he's doing it. And with that, I think we'll end it here. I appreciate y'all tuning in today. Don't forget to drop a like, comment if you all have any suggestions or anything you all want to see, and hit that subscribe button, turn the notifications on so if you want to be notified when the next video drops. It's super, super beneficial to the channel if you can do those things, and I would greatly appreciate it. So with that, that'll be in this video, and I'll catch you all in the next one.